on the flight back to LA, I didn't feel comfortable around them for what they had did.
You guys are driving around and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
You got the light, you have to be hanging out the window. Once you guys are reaching, I got the duck.
Which of those four did it when you talked to them about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one of them. It was
Tupac and Suge.
Yeah.
A major update has emerged in Tupac Shakur's case. The Las Vegas court system recently filed a report stating new evidence has been uncovered in the death of Tupac Shakur by Las Vegas police. Evidence from Keffe D allegedly reveals who was responsible, who was involved, and other critical details. According to police, on November 18th, 1995, Tupac was photographed with Diddy's former partner, Sarah Chapman. Diddy reportedly considered Sarah his dream girl, and when she was involved with Tupac, it sparked intense anger, allegedly motivating Diddy's first attempt on Tupac. However,
I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, that's the only thing that made this become an issue to everybody. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in X? Oh, I didn't get 5 times in A-Vision. I only got shot once because they found the bug. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work.
After his first attempt failed, Diddy allegedly tried again. During the trial, it was revealed that a former cop claimed Diddy had Tupac taken care of for $1 million. In response, Suge retaliated by targeting Biggie. Diddy reportedly hired Keffe D to go after Tupac. 2 decades later, when Keffe D was finally arrested, he underwent an interrogation, and unaware he was being recorded, he confessed that Diddy was the master.
All 4 of those occasions are San Diego, Anaheim, Irvine, and Vegas. Which ones do you actually talk to Puffy at?
Every one.
Every one of them. Which of those 4 did it when you talked to them about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one of them. It was
Tupac and Suge.
Yeah.
This was followed by Diddy being confronted about the allegations in an unusually tense and
it was this documentary that claims, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to even go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
But you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, you hide my box. But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah. No, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
During the Diddy trial, he was grilled about his alleged involvement in Tupac's death. Reports noted, Diddy faced questions about his supposed role in Tupac's passing, being mentioned 77 times. Keffe D, the hired hitman, testified that everything happened according to Diddy's wishes and that carrying it out was easier than expected. Meanwhile, Jeff Pearlman, the author of Tupac's biography, argued that Tupac wasn't as tough as he appeared. He often played a role, admitting he couldn't protect himself.
Because all these guys sold him this lifestyle idea, but he wasn't it. He couldn't fight. He had no athleticism. He didn't know how to shoot. He wasn't that guy, but he started to believe it.
He method acted it.
100% method acted it.
The story quickly grabbed headlines after a video surfaced of 50 Cent calling out Diddy at a concert, claiming that Diddy was behind Tupac's death.
People talk because I always see the wrong thing. I'm saying, last time you got to say something about Puffy. You saw that? You saw that clip?
Yeah!
I gotta stop doing that. Okay, I've been talking to a therapist trying to help him. I said crazy. Oh wait, maybe I said it about Puffy because he got Tupac here.
A closer look at police records suggests Diddy didn't act alone. A recent report stated, the reinvestigation of Tupac's death is uncovering new names and evidence of those involved, with Suge Knight emerging as a key figure. Eminem, familiar with the inner workings of the rap industry, publicly called out Knight, saying, I hold Knight responsible for the deaths of 2 of the greatest rappers to ever walk this planet. If only the late Christopher Wallace could speak, he would tell you himself. I hold Knight accountable for Tupac and anyone else connected to the Row, including Ja Rule. Detective Russell Poole, who took on the case, suspected that Knight orchestrated Tupac's death before he could leave the label, allegedly framing the rival Blue Team to mislead investigators. The Blue Street Crew's reputation for taking out targets naturally draws attention to the most famous figures.
Tupac, though, in regards to Tupac, I heard a story, did you give him different advice that night on where to go?
I didn't give him no advice.
Right.
We wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So,
saying during the Tyson.
Yeah, this incident that I'm explaining to you right now was the day before that.
Okay.
So when they got to Vegas, they went their way, I went back. I mean, when we got to LA, they went to Vegas and I went home. That's why I wasn't in the car. Is it in the car with them?
This might be linked to Tupac, as the two had a heated argument just days before his death, abruptly turning their friendship from close allies.
Last time me and Tupac was on the same page, and I did an interview with Angie Martinez, and she asked me how did I feel about Puffy and Biggie, and I told her that I liked their music and I want to do music with them. The bro didn't like that, Tupac didn't like that, so we had a misunderstanding. So on the flight back to LA, I didn't feel comfortable around them for what they had did, as far as I didn't let my security ride with me. So to protect myself and to, prevent from happening, I slept under a blanket within the port just in case something was to go wrong, but it didn't.
However, the fact that they argued and parted ways just 72 hours before the incident raised suspicions. Considering that Snoop Dogg had deep connections on the streets even 2 decades ago, it's possible he heard that someone was targeting Tupac. Wanting to stay out of trouble, he may have deliberately distanced himself. Still, Snoop often mentioned that Tupac resented him for getting along with Biggie.
A week before we was best friends. 2 days before I don't think he liked me. Why? Because we was in New York and it happened. New York, they shot at me and did all kind of shit to me, like just the worst you could think of. And I forgave him. And went and did an interview and was asked, how do I feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I was like, I like it. I want to do some music with him. And that just rubbed Cuz the wrong way. Like, trying to me, how that you? You talking about you want to do a song with it? I wasn't thinking about his emotion. I was thinking about the way I felt at the time. I wasn't into no controversy. I liked the music. They was our friends. We was all friends at one point. This video footage of all of us hanging out.
The police later reconstructed the entire day of Tupac's attack. Keffe D testified in court, alleging that Tupac was targeted at Diddy's behest. On September 7th, 1996, Tupac was in Las Vegas with Knight to watch a Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand. After the match ended, Tupac spotted a member of the opposite gang
and their entourage went to the Mike Tyson, the MGM Grand. Keffe D and his nephew, Orlando Lane Anderson, and 2 of their friends were also there. Keffe D told LAPD Detective Greg Kading more than a decade ago, in a proffer that couldn't be used against him, the thing was retaliation, after Tupac jumped Orlando and came up at the casino. Surveillance cameras recorded the fight. Tupac was angry that Lane had stolen his necklace years prior in Compton. Tupac, Suge Knight, and the entourage left the casino quickly.
Security managed to break up the fight after a few minutes, separating both sides. Tupac and Knight then returned to their hotel to change. Planning to continue partying that night, they got into their BMW to head to a club. But while stopped at a red light, an SUV pulled up alongside them, and the
Witnesses knew about Tupac's concert at the Club 662. Members, including Orlando and Keffe D, jumped in their white Cadillac and started cruising the strip looking for the offender. Before long, they finally spotted Tupac's caravan. At the intersection of East Flamingo Boulevard and Koval Lane, the white Cadillac pulled alongside the black BMW with Suge on the driver and Tupac on the passenger seats. The back window of the Cadillac rolled twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the thigh.
With the case remaining a mystery for more than a decade, police began looking into a troubling interview Keffe D gave on DJ Vlad's show. In it, Keffe D detailed what it was like being inside the SUV that pulled up on.
And Bubble Up was a driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the backseat.
We were just all in the car then.
Okay. This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
Got to the light. We used to go drink, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He was hanging out the window like he was a gray.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next? You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat. Said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually?
Once you got the region, I got the duck.
So someone from your car started at Tupac and Suge.